So this is our monthly spiritual gathering. And the question I have to start the day off is, how is your sensuality? I like this. How is your sensuality? There's a tendency to suppress the sensual nature. Angels, by nature, are very, very sensual. They love color and sound. They love texture and art. They love anything that gives sensual experience. So I ask as we begin today, how is your sensuality? Because it will absolutely affect your energy level. It really will. When you suppress that sensuality, when you block out the senses, the physical and the spiritual senses, it basically shuts down the flow of energy. Letting yourself be so into you, so wildly and madly in love with yourself, that's what changes this planet. That's what actually gives you joy for the experience on this planet. Absolutely. Question, why are you here, is a big one. I would say one of my greatest challenges of working with you is getting you to see who you really are. Getting you to understand why you are here, what you're doing here. Hopefully by the end of the day, you take a deep breath and stop doubting yourself and stop wondering about why you're really here. Yes, for joy. Yes, for love. But there's something very, very grand as well. Absolutely beautiful. So applicable to you, to Shambra. The crazy ones who believe they can change the world because, not just for the sake of changing, because they know the world was asking for change. The world was saying, we're ready. A beautiful quote actually wasn't written about you. It was applied to you. Who wrote it? Steve Jobs, absolutely. I have asked Mr. Jobs to be with us today. And he's fascinated with what you're doing. He knows what you're doing. He says a few words. First of all, allow yourself to realize what you're doing. Stop denying who you are, because you're going to waste precious years. Next, you are the visionaries for this planet, but you do it by being visionaries of yourself. Visionary beings don't need a lot of energy. It's not tiring. Mental beings get tired. They do. Structural beings wear out, just like structural parts and machines wear out. Structural humans wear out, but visionaries do not. What is the vision you have for yourself? What is the vision of you? Floating down the river of life, wondering what the bleep is going to happen next? Or having a vision that is like a huge consciousness magnet that then calls in all of the resources to bring it into fruition. What is that vision? What is that vision? Let's talk first about population. It was mentioned earlier today. 7 billion population. What happens? Why is the population growing like this? Everybody wants to come here. And that gets all the humans on Earth excited. Then they do their thing and there's more babies. But yes, absolutely, there's more and more beings that want to come here. The way to relieve that, new earths, more than one. We've talked about it at length. The templates of New Earth are being set up by you. Number two, financial. Oh, such a mess. Financial system you have is about 500 years old. It fell apart a while back. Your own finances, your own problems with money, you've gone through all this, and now what you do, you just start creating. That's all you need to do, create. That's all, really. Next on our list, well, let's call it food. It's agriculture, but it's food. This planet is facing not a food problem. There should not be one starving person on this planet, not at all. It's facing a distribution problem. You can grow food right here in this room. Amazing food with nutrition, not food that's had the nutrition knocked out of it, but food that is nutritious and tastes good too. But what's happening because of political structures, mostly, distribution is cut off. Therefore, there are starving people on the planet. Why? It's easier to control people when they're near starving. When they have a lot of food in their belly, suddenly they get smart. Suddenly they want things like freedom and sovereignty. There does not need to be any starvation on this planet. And if there is, it is directly the fault of the leaders. And there is a group of visionaries that don't compromise and that don't back out. And they say, we are going to envision that for ourselves first. We're going to get off these stupid diets. That is a food distribution problem. When you go on these stupid diets, yes, every one of you who tries these, you are doing the same bleeping thing that governments are doing in restricting the proper distribution of energy through food. When you envision for yourself the nutrients coming into your body, feeding that body of consciousness in an efficient way without all these crazy restrictions that you've had. And when you allow your body to process the way it should and it knows how, when you allow this natural flow, you create it within yourself, and that shares it with mass consciousness, and then these type of things come down. Next on the list, religion. Religions are mental, they're man-made, and I'll go so far as to say there is very, very little to do with God in religions. Very little. The reason why I put this on some of the most important conditions of this changing planet is it has to change. First of all, religions cannot exist the way they are today with the imbalance, the dramatic, enormous imbalance between the masculine and feminine energies. Religions are holding back what should be a burst of consciousness right now because of a lot of their rhetoric, their rules, their imbalances. Now, how does that apply to you? Well, actually, you've done a pretty good job of getting out of your own rules, getting out of your own rhetoric. You have done actually an exemplary job, wonderful job of going beyond that. Next on the list, energy. Energy is a problem on this planet, but not really. Not really. And that's the amazing thing. It's about that close to a breakthrough. Question is consciousness ready for that breakthrough? Can the population and the financial system and religions and everybody else handle it? It's ready, but it's going to change life as you know it on the planet. Everybody would become energy sovereign. Amazing. So, my dear friends, in terms of your own energy, get off the old. Allow the new. Allow it to be part of your life. Next on the list, environment. Not a huge concern, but one that we need to keep an eye on. Gaia has the tremendous ability to cleanse herself, to balance herself. A lot of times, though, it takes human lives, hundreds, thousands, millions. Look at Atlantis. Gaia knows how to cleanse, but she's leaving. The question is, do you know how to cleanse that environment? The visionaries that you are can relate this to your own self. This is your physical being, primarily. How do you cleanse yourself? How do you take care of yourself? It's about taking a little quiet time with yourself, giving your body permission to do its cleansing, to take care of itself. It will. It has the intelligence. It knows how to do it. It just needs you to allow it to happen. It's the next one that goes on here, and a big one, and it should be number one, but not everything can be. Or maybe it could. Education. Education on this planet is basically, my apologies to anybody who is really invested in it, but it's basically a disaster. It is linear, it is mental. Mental activity alone does not last over time. The mind forgets itself. You forget all the mental things you learn, but you retain things like emotional or drama, life experience, tools, these type of things. The mental stuff, it goes away. It's not that important. So for yourselves as visionaries of you that have the potential of changing the world, I challenge all of you. What is the new learning? What is the new learning for you? Not for your children, not for other Shambra, not for some schools, but for you. What is the new way you're going to learn? Leadership. There really aren't a lot of good leaders on this world right now, in this world, whether it's business or government or anything else. People are afraid to step up to be leaders. That can be changed. That can be changed by you becoming your own leader. Duh. You can change the planet, or you can contribute to the change that people are asking for in this planet by taking it within yourself, by developing your own leadership, by bringing in new energy, by allowing abundance, by everything we've talked about today. When you do, that creates a standard, that creates a template and an energy that then radiates into mass consciousness for those who are willing to make the changes. Perhaps that this planet will decide to stay where it is, back in an old energy, and really not have this burst of consciousness that's ready to happen. And that may be. But perhaps with the work that you're doing, the very reason that you're here, it will provide that last bit of spark, that last impetus for this great breakthrough of consciousness. Great breakthrough. You are the visionaries for sovereignty. Envision the abundance. Envision the energy flow. Envision all of these things we've talked about today. That, when done for yourself, that then creates this new dimension in mass consciousness that has the potential for people who are willing to change their life, one person at a time. We invite you to be the visionaries. That's why you're here, to envision for yourself this new reality and then to share it with everyone else. That's what changes this planet.